So we have some major news that dropped last night. Alec Baldwin discharged a prop gun and accidentally killed Rust cinematographer Halyna Hutchins. I apologize if I'm not pronouncing that right. And injured director on set, actor questioned and released. And this is apparently updated. So, this is crazy. It looks like he's not going to get charged with anything. I mean, it's manslaughter, is it not? But it doesn't seem like he's going to be charged with anything, at least not yet. We'll see what happens with that, but this is just crazy. So let's get into this article. It's from Deadline by Anthony D'Alessandro and Dominic Patton. This is updated with more law enforcement information. Santa Fe Sheriff's Department confirmed Thursday night that Alec Baldwin discharged the prop gun that killed Rust cinematographer Halyna Hutchins and injured director Joel Souza on the set of the Western feature film on location in New Mexico. This is Halyna Hutchins, and this is the director. It's just tragic, but let's continue. Hutchins, 42, died not long after being transported to a hospital in Albuquerque, New Mexico, this afternoon. Souza, 48, remains in a local hospital. His condition is unknown. How did he shoot two people? Like, did the bullet go through her and then hit him? Or something? Did he discharge it twice before he realized? Like, how did that happen? I don't know if they mentioned it here, but I'm curious about that. Mr. Baldwin was questioned by investigators and released, Santa Fe Sheriff Department told Deadline this evening. No arrest or charges have been filed. Here's the full statement from the Santa Fe Sheriff's Department. Santa Fe County Sheriff's deputies were dispatched to the Bonanza Creek Ranch, movie set of Western Rust, on October 21st, 2021, when a 911 caller reported a shooting on the set. The sheriff's office confirmed the two individuals were shot on the set of Rust. Halyna Hutchins, 42, director of photography, and Joel Souza, 48, director, were shot when a prop firearm was discharged by Alec Baldwin, 68, producer and actor. Miss Hutchins was transported via helicopter to the University of New Mexico Hospital, where she was pronounced dead by medical personnel. Mr. Souza was transported by ambulance in Christus St. Vincent Regional Medical Center, where he's undergoing treatment for his injuries. Crazy, man. This investigation remains open and active. No charges have been filed in regards to this incident. Witnesses continue to be interviewed by detectives. So, I want to know exactly what the situation was. Like, I want to know why he was aiming at them and why he hit two people. Like, were they shooting a scene and just happened to be aiming in their direction and shot them? Like, in the middle of a scene, he was supposed to shoot multiple times and hit both of them or something? Like, this is really odd. Deadline earlier reported that criminal investigators were called to the scene at Bonanza Creek Ranch, just outside Santa Fe, as sources are informing us that a principal cast member cocked a gun, hitting Souza, 48, and Hutchins, 42, on set. The entire location went under lockdown during the investigation. The cast member, now identified as Baldwin, was unaware of the type of ammunition in the gun, we're told. Pretty important detail. Just saying, I don't know whose fault that is, but pretty important detail. A rep from the production said that production has been halted for the time being. You don't say. Seriously. On Russ, that, quote, the safety of our cast and crew remains a top priority. I hope so. Traditionally, the prop master or armorer is responsible for firearms and firearm safety on a set at such as Rust. Rust movie halting, that's another article, I guess. As information about Hutchins' death emerged, the Cinematographers Guild expressed shock and remorse. We received the devastating news this evening that one of our members, Halyna Hutchins, the director of photography on a production called Rust in New Mexico, died from injuries sustained on the set, says the Cinematographers Guild National President John Lindley, the National Executive Director Rebecca Ryan tonight. The details are unclear at this moment, but we're working to learn more, and we support a full investigation into this tragic event, added the Guild executives. This is a terrible loss, and we mourn the passing of a member of our Guild's family, said President Leslie Linka Glatter of the Directors Guild, which counts Souza as a member. The DGA is incredibly saddened to hear of the tragic passing of cinematographer Halyna Hutchins and the serious injuries sustained by DGA Director Joel Souza in an on-set incident in New Mexico today. We await further details into full investigation. Our hearts go out to Halyna's family, to Joel, and to everyone impacted, said SAG-AFTRA in a statement from President Fran Drescher and National Executive Director Duncan Crabtree Ireland. We are devastated by this tragic news. Our hearts go out to the family of Director of Photography Halyna Hutchins, who has passed away, and to Director Joel Souza, who is injured and hospitalized. This is still an active investigation. We do not yet have all the facts. We will continue to work with production, the other unions, and the authorities to investigate this incident and to understand how to prevent such a thing from happening again. This isn't the first time an on-set death has been caused by a gun firing blanks. Actor John Eric Hexum was killed on October 18, 1984, on the set of TV series Cover Up, when he accidentally shot himself in the head, Jesus, with a gun loaded with blanks. What? Jesus, that's a big mistake. In 1993, Brandon Lee, the son of martial arts legend Bruce Lee, died of a piece of a slug was lodged in his spine from a prop gun fired on the set of The Crow by another actor. Both incidents were determined to have been accidents. The very first safety bulletin adopted by industry-wide Waiver Management Safety Committee dealt with the dangers of blank ammunition. Blanks can kill, the bulletin says. Treat all firearms as though they are loaded. Well, that's a rule for anybody using any firearm. Basically. Treat them as if they're loaded. I mean, everybody knows that. So I'm curious if he was filming a scene when this happened, or if this was off camera. But I guess maybe we'll find out about that. Hutchins is an AFI graduate from the class of 2015, whose work includes several shorts and the Lensing, the feature Arch Enemy, starring Joe Manganiello. She was named Rising Star by the American Cinematographer in 2019. Earlier this week, Hutchins posted photos on her Facebook from the set. Our IATSE Solidarity Stand on Rust. Rust stars Baldwin was written and directed by Souza, Travis Fimmel, Brady Noon, Francis Fisher, Jensen Ackles also star. Souza and Baldwin wrote the story. Oh, get this. Listen to this. The film's plot centers on Harlan Rust, Baldwin, an infamous Western outlaw who's had a bounty on his head for as long as he can remember, when his estranged 13-year-old grandson Lucas, Noon, is convicted of an accidental murder and sentenced to hang. Rust travels to Kansas to break him out of prison. Together, the two fugitives must outrun the legendary U.S. Marshal Woodhelm Ackles and bounty hunter Fenton, Preacher Lang, Fimmel, who are hot on their trail. Deeply buried secrets rise from the ashes, and an unexpected familial bond begins to form as the mismatched duo tries to survive the merciless American frontier. So that is one coincidence there. About somebody convicted of an accidental murder. How about that? Apologies if you can hear the truck outside. Nothing I can do about that. But we're almost done. CAA Medical Finance is handling domestic sales for the pick, with Highland Film Group wrapping international. Baldwin is also producing under his Eldorado Pictures banner, along with Matt Del Piano through his Cavalry Media, Ryan Donald Smith through Thomasville Pictures, and Ghoul Nigam of Brittany House Pictures, and Ryan Winterstern and Nathan Killinger of Short Porch Pictures. Alan Cheney, Emily Hunter, Salvison, Christopher M.B. Sharp, and Jennifer E. Lamb are EPs. Bondit Media Capital, Hunter Salvison, and Donald Smith, Streamline Global are financing. Apparently David Robb contributed to this report. But, I mean, it's a tragic event. I don't blame Alec Baldwin for this. I mean, this could happen to anybody. He didn't know, probably, obviously. Don't expect him to kill anybody. So, it's just tragic. You see this. I mean, it's happened before. It doesn't happen often, obviously, but happens sometimes, and I mean, it's just tragic. I don't know what else to say, really. I mean, condolences to Halyna Hutchins' family, and best wishes to Joel Souza and his family, and hope Alec Baldwin deals with this well. And it's gonna be hard on him, but I hope he deals with this well. I mean, it's pretty clear that he didn't mean to do it. At least I think it is. I'm not gonna do my normal outro, but thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.